Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is Thursday, May 11th, 2023. We are about to do a live, in-depth planetary puja using the chart of now, based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. This is a form of puja that Dr. Pillai taught to myself and Raja Malloy many years ago, and I'm very happy to be sharing this with all of you on this channel. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer, and I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has talked about how the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with each of them. And so in doing the puja, we are connecting with those light beings, and we are inviting their positive blessings to flow into us and also into our world. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I have drawn the chart in chalk on a chalkboard that's laying flat on a little side table here. And also to do the puja, I have a little container of water, a lit tea light, an incense stick, a bell, a raisin, and a bowl of fresh flower petals. I start with putting drops of water on all four sides of the blackboard chart to purify the space for where the puja will be happening. I'm putting a few drops of water on top of my own head to purify me symbolically, and sending a few drops of water out into space to symbolically purify all of the participants, whether you're watching this live or later on a replay. We start with first invoking Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles. Om Shreem Gam, Om Shreem Gam, Om Shreem Gam. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove all obstacles in the lives of the participants, in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of your lives. I ask him to remove obstacles for all of you, now and always. We thank Ganesha for his help with this. Next, we do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku Mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank St. Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now, we honor the time elements that are active in my local area. We start with honoring the planet that rules the day. Today is Thursday, ruled by Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter on the blackboard chart. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Next, we honor the star that the moon is in. At the moment, the moon is in the star of Shravana in my area. One of the symbols for that star is an ear, and it represents the ability to listen, not just to the words that people say, but to hear what's in their heart. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Shravanaye Namaha. Om Shravanaye Namaha. Om Shravanaye Namaha. Next, we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. In my local area, it's the seventh waning moon, seventh waning moon, which is called Saptami in Sanskrit. Om Saptami Devye Namaha. Om Saptami Devye Namaha. Om Saptami Devye Namaha. Next, we honor the planet that's ruling the hour. In my local area, that's Mars. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we're going to acknowledge the yoga and the Karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these time elements, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Sukla, which has energies of bright focus. Sukla, Sukla, Sukla. And the Karana that's active right now is one called Vishti, which has energies that can be inefficient. Vishti, Vishti, Vishti. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment, and we start with looking at the sign that is the ascendant, represented here with the letters AC. Each of these 12 little boxes is a zodiac sign. The AC, the sign that is coming up on the eastern horizon right now in my local area, is Vrishabha, or Taurus. Dr. Pillai said we start the puja with honoring the planet that rules the ascendant sign as a gesture to his importance at the moment. Taurus is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on the ascendant being in the sign of Taurus, an earth sign with very grounded energies, and also a great love of luxury and comfort. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now we're going to go around the chart in a clockwise direction, stopping in each of the signs that have a planet in them. The first sign in a clockwise direction from the ascendant that has a planet in it is Mithuna, or Gemini, which today has Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star called Ardra, a star symbolized as a teardrop of compassion. Om Ardrahe Namaha. Om Ardrahe Namaha. Om Ardrahe Namaha. Ardra's star is ruled by Rudra, a fierce form of Shiva in which he destroys negativities within and without. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Rudrahe Namaha. Om Rudrahe Namaha. Om Rudrahe Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Matuna or Gemini, a sign with a great range of energies, today containing Venus, planet of love and beauty and joy, and a planet that gives enjoyment of material plane comforts and also the arts, and a planet that can help with diplomacy. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Karkata or Cancer, which today contains Mars. We honor Mars. I put flower petals on him. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Purnavasu, a star symbolized as a quiver of arrows, a star that can give blessings towards freedom. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Purnavasu's star is ruled by the goddess Aditi. She's revered for being the mother of many of the gods, including our own sun. I put the flower petals on Mars. Om Aditye Namaha. Om Aditye Namaha. Om Aditye Namaha. Purnavasu's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Cancer, which is the moon. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Karkata or Cancer, a zodiac sign that is the most emotionally sensitive of all the zodiac signs, today containing Mars, a planet that likes to take practical action to solve problems, and a planet that is both a healer and a protector. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Tula or Libra, which today contains Ketu. We honor Ketu. I put flower petals on him on the blackboard chart. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Swati, a star symbolized as young shoots of plants blowing in the wind. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Om Swatye Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Vayu, archetype who rules the wind and the air element, and also is the father of Hanuman. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Om Vayuve Namaha. Swati star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign that has energies for balance, fairness, harmony, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains Pluto, who is retrograde, and also the moon. We start with honoring Pluto, and I put the flower petals on him. When a planet is retrograde, he is extra powerful. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Kruntankaya Namaha. Pluto is in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. We ask for blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttar Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttar Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttar Shadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals on Pluto. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Om Uttarashadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun on the blackboard chart. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Next, we honor the moon for being in Capricorn. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. The moon is in a star called Shravana. One of the symbols for this star is an ear, and it gives a blessing for being able to listen to not just the words that people say, but to what's in their heart. It's also a star that can give blessings for money. We ask for blessings from this star, and I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Shravanaye Namaha. Om Shravanaye Namaha. Om Shravanaye Namaha. Shravana star is ruled by Vishnu, an archetype who can give blessings for wealth creation, for protection, and for health and healing. Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Vishnave Namaha. Om Vishnave Namaha. Shravana star is ruled by the moon. I put more flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now, we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing Pluto, a planet that Dr. Pillai says can help with rationality and science, and the moon, which is our mind and our emotions, and a planet that helps us to be receptive to light. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn. We honor Saturn. I put the flower petals on him. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Satyabisha, a star symbolized as an empty circle, and a star that has the nickname 100 Physicians because it has so much healing energy. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Satyabisha's star is ruled by Varuna, archetype who rules the rain and the oceans. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Satyabisha's star is ruled by Rahu. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the most humanitarian and service-oriented of all the zodiac signs, today containing Saturn, a planet that helps with patience and compassion and structure. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Neptune. We honor Neptune, and I put the flower petals on him on the blackboard chart. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Purvabhadrapada, a star that can give blessings to help us towards enlightenment, charity, purification. I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Purvabhadrapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada is ruled by an archetype called Aja Ekapada. He is an archetype that can help us experience deeper levels of stillness and also forgiveness. We ask for his blessings, and I put the flower petals on Neptune. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Om Aja Ekapadaye Namaha. Purvabhadrapada's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. Again, I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena, or Pisces, the most metaphysical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that can help with our intuition and also help us to understand our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. And last but not least, the planet, the sign that has more planets in it, the last one in our travel around the chart here, is Mesha, or Aries, which today contains Jupiter and Rahu and Mercury retrograde and Uranus and the Sun. Jupiter, Rahu, and Mercury retrograde are all in the same star, so we're going to invoke all three of them before we invoke the star. I start with Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Next, we honor Rahu for being in Aries. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Mercury retrograde for being in Aries. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Om Buddhaheha Namaha. Jupiter, Rahu, and Mercury are all in a star called Ashwini, a star that can give blessings for speed and for healing. Just a second. We honor Ashwini star, and I put the flower petals across Jupiter, Rahu, and Mercury retrograde. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, horse-headed twins who have the head of a horse and bodies of handsome young men. They have tremendous healing energies. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarasye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Next, we're going to honor Uranus and the Sun. They're both in the same star, so we're going to honor both of them before we invoke the star. I start with Uranus. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Next, we honor the Sun for being in Aries. The Sun is exalted or most comfortable, most strong in this particular sign. We honor the Sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Uranus and the Sun are both in a star called Bharani, a star that has a tremendous amount of divine feminine Shakti, or power, or energy. Om Bharani Namaha. Om Barnihe Namaha. Om Barnihe Namaha. Barney's star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. We ask him to help us to be just and merciful towards others, and we ask that there be justice in our world. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Barney's star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha or Aries, a fire sign with very active energies, today containing Jupiter, a planet that helps with everything related to spiritual teachings and also with wealth, and Rahu, a planet that can help us to think outside the box, and Mercury retrograde, a planet that can help with communication, business, our own sense of humor, and Uranus, a planet that can help with creative ability, higher intelligence, success in life, and also astrology. And the sun, which is our soul, and a planet so important for our health, for our self-esteem, and for our ability to have a cheerful, sunny disposition, as we call it in English. We pause for a moment and reflect on all of this. Now, I take a lit tea light and I hold it in the air above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the air element and also a sweet fragrance, and I circle that above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Next, I take a bell to offer the element of sound. And now I take a raisin, a small fruit representing the earth element, and I circle this around the chart in the air 3 times in a clockwise direction. Later, I'll eat that little raisin as a piece of prasad or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them to send their positive blessings into the lives of all of us and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do a short Q&A period. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all for being here. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. I see Eva saying that she's been taking care of her mother and also trying to run her business, and things have been a bit hard for her. We send blessings. We hold Eva, her mother, and her business in the light. And we ask that there be positive improvement for all of them. And to that we say amen. I see Tess saying in the chat, thank you, Swamini, for recommending the Durga mantra. I am playing it every day in the morning and before going to sleep. It helps in relaxing my mind. Oh, lovely. Dr. Pillai has recommended the Durga Gayatri mantra for anyone who's dealing with maybe depression or feeling in a bit of a funk. He says doing that mantra continuously for 15 minutes, Durga comes and she destroys energies that are blocking joy. So I'm really happy that that is being helpful for you. Wonderful, wonderful. Hey. So we do have Mother's Day coming up on Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers here, all the mothers on the planet. And Mercury will be going direct in Aries on the evening of Mother's Day. So for anyone who has some challenges when Mercury is retrograde, that you'll get some relief from that in a couple of days. Is that Durga mantra on Pillai Center? Gosh, I put it in the chat yesterday. Just 1 second, Eva. Let me copy that from another place. If you give me just a moment, I can copy and paste the link for you. I just have to have a moment to do a search here in a file to find it. Here we go. Scrolling down. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put all of this in here. Oh, I'm going to just put some of it in here. It's not all going to fit. Okay. putting it in the chat if you can just be patient with me for just a little bit. Okay. Okay. This is the mantra, the words to it. Just a second. This is a link. Okay. It's like I have to break this up into several little sentences here. I'm posting it in the chat. The link. And this video, the last link I'm putting here, has Dr. Pillai's voice chanting it 108 times. Okay, so there's the Durga Gayatri mantra for those of you that would like to experiment with that. Okay, there you have it. I'm very happy to be sharing that with you. And my experience is that one really works. If you do it for 15 minutes, Durga does come and creates a shift in your consciousness. You're in a brighter, happier state. That is one of her specialties, destroying energies that are blocking joy. And she does rule Rahu, who is sitting in a sign with a lot of planets right now. Okay. Checking the chat to see if there's any other question for today. Eva's saying thank you. Oh, good. You got it. So you'll have that. Excellent. Okay. Not seeing any other questions in the chat. I always want to be respectful towards your time. So I'll go ahead and close out for today. We do appreciate it when you click the like button. And we also appreciate it when you subscribe to the channel, as it helps the channel to grow. Again, thank you for being here. Namaste. The light in me truly honors the light in all of you. May light encompass all.